This is Terrence Tuck Kyle with MTAC Roofing Systems, doing a roof inspection for Rick, the seller, and Luke, the buyer. First thing I'm looking for up on this roof is basically the overall condition of the shingle. Also going to be taking a look for any storm-related damage and also the components, what condition are they in, and the number one question, how many years can you expect to get out of this shingle right here? So right off the bat, when I got up here, I started looking at this slope right here, and you can tell just by looking at it, a lot of granule loss. So telltale signs that it's getting to the end of its life expectancy is when you start seeing the fiberglass right there. Fiberglass is what makes up the shingle. It's the mat that actually makes the shingle what a shingle is. So basically it's fiberglass, then it's asphalt, and then granules are poured on top of that asphalt. That's what makes a shingle a shingle. As you can tell, a lot of these shingles are showing either signs of fiberglass or signs of asphalt. And one thing that I'll do is I'll check the brittleness. If granules are just coming off like that, then it means that it's about time to replace this roof. So you can tell anywhere where I put my finger, granules are just coming off, just like that. They're super loose and it's starting to just cook up here, and you're starting to see fiberglass matting everywhere. Another thing that I've seen is on the ridge cap here. Same thing, you're starting to see cracks in the fiber and a lot of brittle shingles. And after looking at the shingle, I looked at all the components here. One thing that I'll do, so if someone calls me and wants to know if their roof was hit by hail, generally what I'll do is I'll mark up the soft metals. You can tell that I marked it up with pink chalk here, and you can see a lot of hail hits on there. Some bigger, that one super big hail hit, super big hail hit. Big one right there, and a lot of smaller ones. But I marked this up just to indicate that hail's probably hit this area. Hail's probably impacted this roof. And on the front slope, you can tell this one's a little more firm, not as soft. And then you've got the HVAC component here. One thing that I'll say about this is it's showing signs of deterioration. As far as that goes, you're seeing a lot of rust on this component. Not to mention the fact that there's also exposed nail heads. It doesn't look like these have ever been sealed. And what happens is when these are exposed like this, water gets to them, it starts backing them out, and eventually this thing will back out, water will go down the side and get to that nail head. And if I look very closely, as soon as I came up here, I've seen a couple spots like this. These are just holes that are going directly down into the decking. Looks like something was attached up here, and after time, I don't know if you're seeing any water come in from right here, but it would make sense if water was coming in through those holes. You got another one on the back here. See, this one was sealed up right here. And then Rick, we already spoke about this, but the pipe boot up here, this thing is in horrible condition. So it looks to be like it just kind of deteriorated. Thank goodness there was no nails right there, because it is just chipping away. It's dry rot, and the gasket has come disconnected. So I would not be surprised if water's getting in through here. And then one more thing I'll mention is if this is active, if it's not active, it's not necessary to have the satellite dish up here. If it is, then keep it up here for sure. Another thing, exposed nail heads. Every single component except for this one over here has got exposed nail heads on it. And it's super crucial to seal those nail heads up, because like I said, what it'll do is they'll start rusting, they'll deteriorate, and now you got an exposed hole where water could get in. More exposed nail heads on the ridge cap shingle. So my overall inspection, how many years do I think you could get out of this roof? I would say pushing it maybe a year, maybe 2 years. But you're definitely gonna start seeing problems with these signs right here that I've seen already. You're gonna start seeing some problems very soon, especially with the cracked pipe boot here. I wouldn't be surprised. We haven't had rain in quite some time. I wouldn't be surprised next time it rains if that starts leaking. But I'll get down, show you this video, and we'll go from there.